Hello, it's Jackie Elton from Green and Natural Living, and I thought I would do a little reintroduction video for my YouTube channel. And because I'm going to start doing regular YouTube videos for you, and it's been a while since I've posted one, so I thought I'd do a little reintroduction, to remind people who I am, who have subscribed to my channel, those few people, and then also for my new subscribers that will be finding me so that you can find out a little bit about me. So, who am I? Why should you listen to me about green living, sustainable living, that sort of stuff? So, I have been living a greener life, sustainable living, eco-friendly, whatever term is now in vogue, for a very long time, possibly over 35 years. So I am 51, and basically I was brought up here in Lincolnshire on a small holding. So that meant my mum had goats, sheep, pigs, chickens, all that sort of stuff. So I would regularly be out with goat kids, jumping all over me, chewing on my hair. Mum also had a garden, so grew a lot of her own veg and things. So it's very self-sustaining, a bit of the good life, or quite a lot of the good life if you go back that far. And so that was just normal to me. And then because a lot of people say, well, how did you get into green living? Or a lot of other people have these great aha moments of how something they watched, or something they found out, that then they went on a green living journey. I've just always done it. It has always made sense to me not to waste things, to try and reuse things where I can, to use products that haven't been tested on animals, all that sort of thing. It just makes sense to me, and it's the way I try and live my life. Although nowadays it can be a little trickier than years ago, or maybe some things are easier. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I've been doing this for a long time. And when I left university, did a degree in zoology at Liverpool University in the 90s. I then got a job as a terrestrial ecologist, a trainee terrestrial ecologist. So we did things like badger surveys, great crested newt surveys, bird surveys, river surveys, I did a lot of inputting of plant cards, and things like that. So that's sort of what we did. Then when I left there, I went and worked for a company that collected rubbish and recycling for East Lindsey District Council. And basically, because I saw an article in the paper sort of saying about how they were going to be starting this curbside recycling, and I was like, yes, that's going to be brilliant. And I thought, well, maybe they might need some extra staff, and so I contacted them and they took me on. Then, after working there, I worked for Boston Borough Council as their recycling and waste minimisation officer, which was, and I think actually, I seem to think I maybe won the competition for longest job title, because at one point I think I was recycling and environmental projects officer. So that was great when you were having to fill forms out, and what was your job title, trying to fit it in the box was quite interesting, to say the least. And so I was involved in the recycling projects there, eco schools, promoting real nappies, checking recycling banks, and just before I left, I was actually successful in getting some money from DEFRA to set up the first alternate weekly collection of recycling and waste in the county. So that was really interesting, and I found out a lot about sort of reusable washable nappies, which was good because I left there to go and have my two babies. My two babies are now 23 and 22. They're no longer babies, they are full grown adults. Anyway, so left there, had two babies. They were both in washable nappies, so I did the full washable nappies, also did washable wipes, and things like that, but I might talk about that in another video. And then when the kids were little, I set up my first environmentally minded business, I suppose, which was Green Aspirations, selling environmental and ethical products. Oh, forgot, before that, I was the Lincolnshire Real Nappy coordinator for Lincolnshire. So we set up the Real Nappy campaign, and I worked on that for about 18 months, 15 or 18 months, I can't remember. And so that was quite useful because I would go along to the prenatal or antenatal classes, and I'd be there going, yeah, I've had a really bad night's sleep, my daughter kept me awake, and I'm still using real nappies, and what do you want to know? I will answer honestly. You know, it is doable even when you've got a child that doesn't sleep very well. So that went really well. Then set up Green Aspirations, which was selling environmental and ethical products. And alongside that, I set up the Green and Natural Living blog at the same time. As I say, consistency is a bit of a thing for me. So I'm going to be trying to consistently do videos on this channel, but consistency is not something that I find easy. I'm consistent at everyday green living. I'm consistent at all those things that I do every day. But when it comes to showing up on social media for you guys, not so much. Partly, I guess, it's that I just get into my routines of my green living and, you know, have a little difficulty thinking whether you're going to find it interesting, because this is a thing in that my green living is a bit different. It's not very photogenic. It's not all the lovely brown glass bottles in the bathroom, because I think, no, chances are if I have glass bottles in my bathroom, 10 to 1, somebody's going to drop them on the sink, break the bottle and the sink, and yeah, no. So it tends to be hand wash bottles that I refill with liquid soap. Yes, I tend to have my hand soap, but my son, he's not so keen on the hand soap. And obviously also for people with little kids, you know, having the, oh look, the hand soap's sort of squished out and everything can be a little trying. So refilling the hand wash is a good one. But it's not, I'm not really all the lovely minimalistic sort of pretty bottles type of person. I've got a lot of clutter and a lot of junk, and I'm not really overly keen on doing cleaning and keeping the house tidy. I should be better, but I'm not, you know. And so trying to find somewhere to do a video of me, my cleaning products, or, you know, come clean my bathroom with me. No, there's no way you're coming to me with me when I'm cleaning my bathroom. You know, it's not photogenic, it's not pretty, but it is sustainable and it does work. It does save me money. It does save, you know, I don't know how many plastic bottles I've saved over the years of doing this. So yeah, it's not pretty. So sometimes when I do a post, it doesn't get that many views because it's not overly pretty. But you know, it works and it saves me money and it saves the planet. So I've just got to get over the prettiness, I guess. And as I say, I'm going to do more videos because I can yap away. Apparently, did you know yapping's a thing? I've been yapping for bloody years. But anyway, I get now a free pass to yap even more. And it's really funny because I was watching a video yesterday. This lady in America was talking about tips for YouTube. So she's got a big YouTube channel, she's monetized it and all this. And one of the things she said was about being ugly on her videos. How when she started out, she had to be fully preened and things. But actually being okay with looking what she looks like saves her time. It means she can do a video anywhere. It means she doesn't have to go, oh my God, I've not got makeup on, I've not got this. And she shows up authentically. So that's what you're going to get from me. It's what you've always sort of got from me, because I'm not a great one for wearing makeup. So if you want sort of clean, eco-friendly makeup brands, maybe I'm not the person to follow. Because this is me. This is completely without makeup. However, if you do want a really good natural deodorant with no plastic, that I can help you with, you know. So it swings and roundabouts. You know, if you want full foundation eye makeup, I'm not really the person for you. Whereas if you want, you know, get up and go, wash your hair, few tips for like solid shampoo bars. I have a few of those, but they don't work for everybody. So, you know, swings and roundabouts again. And it's like, you know, one of my things that I'm not great at, which you'll see in the Look North video, if you want to have a find that one, I might post it below, is that I live in a rural area. I live in rural Lincolnshire. Yes, we do have buses, but it takes you quite a long time to get anywhere on said buses. And So I have to use a car. I use a car an awful lot. I travel a lot around the big county I live in. Lincolnshire is a huge county. And so, yeah, I do a lot of mileage. I have to cart my son about who doesn't drive to various different things. So, yeah, I have a car and I use it a lot. However, that said, I've only ever flown twice in my entire 51 years. So I think that maybe sets me free a little bit on the car mileage. And at the minute, I do have a hybrid. Um, and, I don't see myself having a fully electric one, but that's maybe something for another video. I do use natural skincare. I love my natural skincare, and I even make some of my own. So hopefully I'll try and manage to work out how I can do a little video showing you how I make that, because that might be interesting. That might be a little bit of a case of having to work out a setup for that, and maybe I saw it on the other day. I was scrolling through YouTube, and somebody had made. They'd got this, the metal coat hangers that you get from the dry cleaners. So they'd got this one, and they were opening it out, and I love a bit of a MacGyver, For those of you old enough to remember the original MacGyver, he was the best. But MacGyvering something out of nothing, and she'd got this metal coat hanger. That's it. And she was folding it in, and what she did with it, she made it into a holder for her phone, so she could, for when she needed to video things where she was hands-free, so videoing her hands doing something. And so I might have a go at trying to find that video again and making my own, because I'm sure I will have a metal coat hanger somewhere. So I like a bit of make, do and mend. So I'm very into mending my socks at the minute. My darning skills are improving in leaps and bounds. One of the projects I will be showing you later on another video is my nemesis. I save jeans. I have saved them for ages with the idea that I'm going to convert these jeans that I've rubbed holes in and make them into skirts. And if you look at my Pinterest, there are so many skirt ideas for jeans that I have saved. And I've got so far, I've unpicked the seams. I've even got the fabric that I want to use, but I've tried positioning it several times and it's not worked. So I really need to try and sort that out, because I really want to have this. And once I've done the one, then I will be doing them all and trying different ones, different other styles, I hope. But anyway, my sewing skills have improved recently. I've been doing a lot of sewing, whether that be mending, and I want to do some gift bags and bits. So yeah. I suppose I should have said this at the start, really. But if you're here for natural cleaning, natural skincare, nature, love a bit of nature. Although everywhere's just like brown and what's tea and not great at the minute. Mending, MacGyvering, and I don't know what else. Oh, food waste, reducing food waste. And generally just living a more sustainable life, happier, saving a bit of money on the side. As I say, maybe I should have put this at the start. Maybe I need to do an intro to my intro saying what you'll get, or maybe that's another video, a short video. I don't know. This is all new to me. This is me testing and possibly failing, especially on the consistency, and trying to work out what works for you guys so that you can have fun with me, enjoy watching these videos, and start implementing the videos. So start trying some of my green living stuff. If there's anything you want me to talk about, composting, anything that you want me to go into more detail in, then again, leave me a comment, tell me. I'm happy to try and do that. And if I don't know about it, I might just have to have a research of it. Love a little bit of research. Also facts and figures. I love checking facts and figures, which is great considering now we are in the AI slop age. And yeah, so I've waffled on. I've yapped for nearly 15 minutes. We'll see how many of you get to the end. Maybe I should do a prize for if you've watched to the end, and you can, if I say a word now, and then you sort of come back to me and direct message me or something and say, this was the word you said, and I'll think of a prize or something. I don't know. I'm riffing here. Right. Okay. Well, if you get to the end, well done. And, message me with the words butterfly. Yeah, I've got a picture of butterfly up there. If you've got to the end of this video, message me on either Instagram or Facebook. Send me a direct message. Don't spoil it for everybody else by putting it in the comments, and message me butterfly, and I will come up with some little freebie or other. It might just be I don't know yet. It'll be a surprise for you and for me when I work it out. And if anybody actually gets to the end of this video and messages me, that'll be a real one. That'll be really good. That'll sort of, brighten up my day. I want to brighten up your day with showing you how easy green living can be. So, just pass the love back a bit as well, if you get to the end of this video. And I might do that on other videos. So that could be fun if I put other words. Right, okay, lovely. I've waffled on, I've yapped on. Thank you very much if you have got to the end. And I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Thank you for watching. Have a green day. No, that's a band, isn't it? Have a lovely, sustainable day. Do whatever. I don't care. No, I do care. Let's help you to live green life, save a bit of money, and go green the easy way. Okay. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.